Now let's talk about the $0 budget. I don't got a budget. I don't have any money to invest in my business. So you're in this position where you don't have any money to put into your business. So you have to do the part that's hustling, which is, this is what I would do if you literally can't afford Bats Driven. So if you can't afford the app to be able to drive for dollars or virtually drive for dollars, here's what I would do. For those of you taking notes, here are the action items I would do, and you could have success with any of these. Pick one and do that until you get a deal, get that deal under contract, get the deal sold, make some money, and now start investing money into your business. So one option you have is you could find a local title company, or potentially an attorney states. Maybe the attorneys will do this as well. But you could find a title company that's investor friendly. And if you say, Cody, how do I know if they're investor friendly? What suggestion? Go to the Creative Finance with Pace Morby Facebook group, comment or make a post in the group. Say, hey guys, I'm so-and-so from, Phoenix, Arizona. What is, what's a good investor friendly title company in this state? And you'll get a lot of recommendations for the title companies that investors are using. So now you have that information. Okay, this is a good title company that I could reach out to. Now reach out to that title company and introduce yourself. Find the escrow officer over there. Say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm a local investor in this market. I'm looking to reach out to some, pre-foreclosures. And I wanted to see if I can, get a list from your company of pre-foreclosure records for me to be able to reach out to those homeowners and see if I could do business with them and be able to bring business to your title company. And now what title company is going to say no to that? They're not going to say no to that as long as they're investor friendly. If they're not investor friendly, they're probably going to say no. But once you found one that's investor friendly and they give you this list of pre-foreclosures, what I would do is scrape together, go sell some old stuff, like sell an old pair of shoes, like sell, have a freaking garage sale, like get a little bit of money to skip trace those records. So you get a list of a few hundred pre-foreclosures, and then I would, figure out whatever way you can to get those pre-foreclosures paid for. So literally $50, maybe $25 to get that list of data available. And then what I would do is I would call them. Just call them on your phone. You can get a Google Voice number for free. So you can get a Google Voice number for free. Ingrid Hernandez says, or door knock them. That's another good opportunity to get in front of those people. That was how I got my first deal that I brought to an investor. So a quick story on that, Ingrid, I'm so happy you brought this up. This is such a great idea. So the first deal that I got for an investor buddy of mine when I was working as a realtor is I got a list of these pre-foreclosures from the title company. And then what I did is I went into MapQuest online and I routed a bunch of them that were in the city that I wanted to do deals in. So it was Mesa, Arizona was the city. And so I put all of those Mesa addresses into MapQuest, and then I made it create the best, workable route. And I went and door knocked them. And I worked this territory of like 30 different foreclosures, and I would door knock them every weekend as the pre-foreclosure dates would come up. And I remember the lady's name. Her name was Dawn. And so the house was Hampton Ave was the name of the street, and the lady's name was Dawn. And so I had door knocked her a few times. She wasn't interested in selling, said she was going to figure it out, was trying to get a loan mod, was trying to do all these things, was not able to get it sorted out. And probably the third or fourth time that I door knocked her, she kind of opened up, hey, I am ready and open to selling now. I really don't have another option, that's available for me. And so what I did, was I didn't know what to offer. I didn't know what it was worth. It needed a lot of work. The property was pretty in bad shape. And so I reached out to an investor buddy of mine and I said, hey, what would you want to buy this property for? And he said, this number. And I'm like, okay, perfect. So I let the lady know what I could pay for it. She was on board and got it under contract. And that was the first deal that I was a part of, as an investor. And how much did that cost me? It cost me my time of getting a list from a title company. It cost me my time of driving around, obviously some gas too, right? I just drove around and was knocking those doors. And on that first deal, that was a deal that made $30,000. And now how does that affect the marketing budget when I'm able to get a piece of that, right? So that's what I would do if I was at $0 and I didn't have I couldn't really scrape together a budget, but you have a car, you can get around. If you don't have a car and you can't get around, just virtually drive for dollars. That's going to be able to give you, you got to have some grit to do that though. It's like getting in front of those homeowners, literally face to face when you're knocking those doors and seeing how you could be a solution to them. So